So let me just be honest and say I was going in to hate this movie, okay? I was going in to rip Fantastic Four apart. I didn't like the cast, I didn't like the trailers, I didn't like the dumb theme song, Fantastic Four. I didn't like any of it.
Damn.
And because of Superman, I had so much hate in my heart, bruh. I had so much anger in my heart after seeing that garbage that was Superman. And I have to be honest, all right? I have to be honest. I did not hate this movie, okay? I did not hate this movie. As much as I wanted to hate this movie, I didn't hate this movie. The feels in this movie is what Superman should have had us feeling like. I will say this, the cast has no chemistry. I don't care what anyone says. Johnny Storm, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, none of them have chemistry. They tried to do like, Johnny Storm messing with the thing. That didn't work out. It didn't work out. There's just no chemistry between the actors, okay? There's just not. But on a solo basis, if they have their spotlight, they have their spotlight. It's there. It's definitely there. But together, I'm sorry, as ironic as that may be for a movie titled Fantastic Four, there's just not. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying any of the chemistry. That's just butt cheeks. I'll leave it at that. When it comes to CG, there were certain shots when it came to the thing, like that, that shot in the trailer where he's picking up the car? Like that looked very CG. Not him picking up the car, but he has like this interaction with this woman, and it was like, all of it looked CG. Like the clothes looked CG, the background looked like it was a green screen. That looked bad. That killed me, because that was the worst shot in the film, for me. Everything else, I gotta give it to them. I think I'm having a difficult time judging the movie because the bar is so low, bruh. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the bar is so desperately low. When you have people talking about, oh, Superman was a good film, you have all these people trying to gaslight you. And you go on social media and people are trying to gaslight you. Oh, it's doing phenomenal, 200 million. And it's just like, what are you talking? 200 million is low. It's a little slow overseas, but it's killing at the box office. And you start looking at the numbers, it's like, yo, Superman may not even make 500 mil, bruh.
Come on now, dawg.
If we're gonna be honest, it may not even hit that. Especially when you have a movie like Fantastic Four. I'll say this again, everything that Fantastic Four is, Superman should have been. When it comes to a family aspect, Superman should have been a family film. That movie's not a family film. It's just not. It's not. This is a family film, and I think this is gonna do numbers. I think this is gonna do crazy numbers, and I'm saying this as someone who wanted to hate the movie. I wanted it to be bad so I could just, because I'm not a big fan of Fantastic Four to begin with. And I'm not a big fan of any of the actors that portrayed these characters on screen. So I was ready, I was looking for my pound of flesh. And I had to eat crow. The movie was good. I will say that. The movie was good. It's not winning any Oscars unless it's going up against Superman, but as a whole and by itself, it's a good movie. All right, it's a good time. I think the beginning's a little slow. I was like, okay, this is exactly what I thought. It was gonna be bullcrap. But as it gets on, right? As Galactus is introduced, they have the Silver Surfer. I think it's interesting, pretty hilarious that the Silver Surfer girl, she's actually more attractive as a Silver Surfer than she is in like human form. I find that to be wild.
Damn.
I think everyone's gonna enjoy this. I think Johnny Storm, I'm sorry. I know he's supposed to like the ladies. There's not a lot of that in here. There's just not. Reed Richards, Pedro Pascal, I would have liked to see a little more range from him because he's very stoic. And I get that, because there's a lot going on, okay, in this movie. I don't mean that as a negative. I mean that from like a man's perspective. He's got a newborn. Then you have, this threat to the planet just after you get this newborn. Then you have the balance of the dynamic of the family and everything. And it's just everything. It's such a good, it's a good family film. I'll say that, it's a good family film. Even as a man, if you don't have children, if you're single and you're looking to have a family, or if you have other responsibilities, which many of us do, it's showing that burden that that he has, right? Like everyone's dependent on it. Everyone's like, hey, what do we do? What are we gonna do? And in some cases, because of Reed Richards, and it triggered me a little when he has his press conference. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's in the trailer where he says, I don't know. And there's something he says before that. I'm like, why would you tell them that? Like, what's wrong with you? And it didn't click in my head in the first half, but upon understanding his character, he's just like, yo, this is this. 1 + 1 is 2. That's what it is, right? There is no deception. There's none of that. It's just like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. This is what he wants, and that's not gonna work out. We'll figure it out. You know, I don't know. I don't have the answers. And I think that's powerful, especially as the smartest man in the world, of him saying, I don't know. That hits different, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it does hit different. And then with the family dynamic with Johnny, any of the scenes that the Thing is in, I think he steals the show. I think he's pretty solid. I think they really toned him down. They really humanized him. Okay, instead of calling him the Thing, he's just a big rock guy. That's the best way to explain it. Like, they hint at how it was difficult for everyone to accept who they were in the beginning. That was very brief, and they're right now in the present. And I think that all works. I think it works very well. The family dynamic, Galactus, I was like, yo, what are they gonna really do with Galactus? I don't really care about Galactus. Nevertheless, if you don't know anything about Galactus, you'll get a very superficial understanding of the character and whatnot. But I think it was a good movie. I think it's just light years ahead of Superman. And I think it's gonna destroy Superman at the box office because A, there's the family aspect, which many people were probably going to see Superman for. It's here. B, there's, the man isn't constantly screaming and crying, right? He's not constantly getting his butt beat like Superman. He's very stoic. He's trying to he's very calculated. He's trying to figure out things. He's the man of the household. Then you have, the wife. That dynamic is really good. If, them going back and forth, like, sometimes you can be a little too analytical. You have to understand that there are bigger things outside of, just zeros and ones. And I think that resonates with a lot of people, especially when you get too into your work and you just have to take let me take a step back, right? If you're at your job and it's like, there are times where it's like, wait, let me take a step back and understand this is my job or this is my career, and that there are bigger things outside of getting this task done or hitting this milestone or pleasing the managers, or pleasing the director. Let me just USA. And I get that. And Johnny, like I said, I really didn't care for Johnny. I'm gonna be honest. They tried to make him, they did. But it was more of like, you guys get Johnny, here's a little quips here and there. This is Johnny, Johnny, he hasn't changed. I don't know if it's him as an actor or how he acts in the film. Or it's the script. I don't know, it's one of the three, bro. It may be all three together when it comes to Johnny.
Damn.
I think he was the weakest out of the four. The Thing, I think he was great. I really, like I said, it pains me to say this because I really was going in to hate this movie, and I don't hate it. One thing I like about it is that it makes you feel like, okay, what would I do in this scenario? Like, how would I handle this, right? And that's always a win for the audience when they, when you start to empathize with the character situations and like, okay, what would I do if, everybody was coming after me or there was a big, person in the sky, like, how would I go about it? Yeah, I think it's solid. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's solid. Now, is it the end all be all? Is it any type of Iron Man? Hell to the no, it's not any type of Iron Man 1, but it's a good start. I will say, it says first steps, and I will say the first steps are strong. The first steps are strong. The end credits, very strong. I will say that because I wasn't expecting that. Very strong. I think if they keep this sincerity with the characters, with every character moving forward, we may be on the verge of another, Avengers type of hype and Endgame. That's why I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If they keep this, right, Fantastic Four, good base, good start, right, good first steps. We get to Spider-Man, and it's actually Spider-Man. It's not Spider-Man and Friends, Spider-Man and Iron Man. It's actually a good Spider-Man film, okay? And they actually go into the character. They actually show why he's Spider-Man, bro. What makes him Spider-Man? Why is he Spider-Man in this? I think we got a fresh start when it came to reintroducing Tobey and Garfield. Now everybody can relax and be like, okay, this is a different Spider-Man. My Spider-Man still exists, okay? Tobey's still the GOAT. This is a different Spider-Man. I can accept it now. Let me see what y'all got. Let me see what this Spider-Man is doing. If they hit that out of the park, then I think the trajectory is going to be up there. It's going to be up there with Endgame Avengers. It may not hit that peak, but it's going to be maybe just a little bit low. Or just slightly lower than that. If they continue doing justice to the characters, as they did with Fantastic Four. If they keep on hitting these beats, and they're emotional beats, because there were some emotional beats, I was like, ugh, my heart, in the movie, 100%. If they can do that with the next few Marvel films coming out, we may be looking at peak. I'm not gonna lie. We may be actually looking at peak. Not what the freaking gun cultists constantly say, oh, this is peak, everything, peak. No. I'm talking about like we may actually have peak, okay? We may actually have peak without the fluff. If they can hit it out of the park. I don't know what they were doing with Ironheart. Y'all can throw that in the dumpster. Leave Ironheart alone, bro. Let her die off screen, bro. Just that character, the story, all that is just garbage. But this, they got something here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They do have something here, and if they can continue this level of quality, I think it'll really completely destroy DC. Especially if Gunn is going the route he's going. I think Supergirl is gonna bomb at the box office. I said this about Superman, where I was like, yo, this movie is gonna tank. And that's exactly what it's doing. And if that's the route that they're heading, while Marvel is going this route, it's game over for DC. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's game over for DC. It's just, everybody thinks it's a good movie until a good movie actually shows up. That's always the funny part. Everyone's like, oh, it's a good movie, until a good movie actually shows up. Superman's the greatest movie, it's peak, until peak actually shows up, with Fantastic Four. So those are my honest thoughts. Okay, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Whether you agree, disagree, have you seen it? Are you looking to go see it? What do you all think about it in comparison to Superman? I know that bar is so low. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, keep animating.